Like, I'm worried about my parents. So upset about the road. I'm upset about everything, losing everything in my life. Like, I just don't hit anything. Like, I mean, I get why they want to serve you, but like, realize what's going on. Fucking, you just lost everything. You know, before I had hope, and now I've got. I mean, it's literally to get an appeal would be a fucking miracle. To get a new trial would be a bigger miracle. But I just saw what a trial was like up here. Do you understand the big charge? My sister would have lost the trial also. That jury would have fucking would have hung any agents that showed up there. My dog could have showed up there.
No, I know.
It was a joke. Like they literally they put it together at the end with books and TVs and my best friend Ryan Fitzpatrick and Jeff Lacoste. And like, you don't have to believe this, bro. Don't believe the people that are the key witnesses in the case. Look at the book. Like, yes, my sister wrote a book. Yes, she's very educated. She's a lawyer. Do you think any of those people are a jury of her peers? Or
no, I know. I literally was. I got a DM from Ryan today.
Get the fuck out of here.
Of course I did.
What did he write you?
His exact words were, "What's up, Bree? Question mark. How are you holding up? Question mark." Charlie, it has taken everything for me not to respond. He follows me. I don't follow him. I stopped following him years ago.
Yeah, don't even fucking respond.
I wanted to say, fuck you. How the f do you think I'm doing? Honestly.
Yeah, let's leave it.
You know what? It's not beneficial. I'm not going to say anything else.
Yeah, don't even respond.
The audacity that he has to even to type something to me right now. It's disgusting. He's disgusting.
Checking in, see how you're doing.
No, what's up, Bree? No, it wasn't even genuine. It was more of like a haha, how you holding up? Yeah. It wasn't like a hey, I'm here for you type of fake Ryan. No. It came off as like a
yeah. That's feeling right from your son's trustful.
Oh shit. And honestly, it took effort. And I was like, you know what? No, it's not beneficial to me. It's not beneficial to try to say one word back.
No.
So I haven't.
I'm just trying to, like when I'm here in jail and I'm fighting and I'm going to trial and I'm all fucking pumped and I know we're in good shape. I'm all excited and I'm looking forward to going home. I mean, it's like a crash.
Oh, Roman went to school that morning, and Charlie, I felt happy. I felt relief, honestly, after the weekend.
That weekend, they were telling me what people were saying, and I was like, oh, those are probably people that are probably people that would be my peers, people that would be the jury of your peers. This is not a jury of my peers. I mean, they're flaunting in their face that Wendy's writing a book and taking a shit on Tallahassee and making fun of them. Like, you know.
By the way, that public is also, they're now having to repost Wendy's book to reference. No one even spoke about Wendy's book this entire time. No one. Not even people that were against you. No one spoke about Wendy's book.
No. Councilman, found that. And doesn't that sound? It sounds just like Tallahassee.
Who the fuck knows? No one was even talking about it.
There's one line in a book called The Weight of Civilization. Like, isn't that remind you of being in Tallahassee on the way of Miami? Like, what the fuck does that have to do with me or anything?
Right.
You know what she did? She rubbed it in these people's face that this author is making fun of all you Tallahassee people on the way to Miami. That's exactly how it comes. I'm telling you how it comes across.
They did.
I mean,
no, absolutely.
It literally rubbed it in the face This author on the way to town, she's making a joke while she's getting ready to leave Tallahassee, loving it and all of it.
Pretty much like shitting on the people of the small town here.
Yeah, she's basically shitting on the people of the small town, making fun of them on her way to Miami. She should stop. Just to stop along the way on the way to civilization. We people are not civilized. It's just to stop. The name sounds just like Tallahassee. Like, why did she have to pick a name just like Tallahassee? I don't know. But I didn't write the book. But guess what? If I'm some good in Tallahassee making $35,000 a year, guess what? I don't find that really funny. As this girl who's getting millions, that they think, on the way to Miami. On the way to Miami, leaving Tallahassee to get her millions in Miami. Making fun of you Tallahassee people on the way out the door.
No one in the past year, I have not seen one comment, and I'm speaking from people who have been speaking out against. I'm looking at those. No one has even brought up Wendy's book. No one.
But that's the closing. That's the closing. That's your best friend Ryan Fitzpatrick even said this. Breeze, Wendy's writing a book. Making fun of you Tallahassee people on the way to Miami. You're too stupid. Like, the things that she was saying in that closing was putting those pictures up there, leaving those pictures up there, while making fun of these people cost me my life. Even your sister said, I don't, like she took my sister's words out of context and said, it made it seem like even my sister doesn't believe me. It's basically how she
pretty much. Or they were trying. No, your sister sat there and said, BS.
No, there's all these coincidences. Yes, a lot of coincidences. They call that out. Use your common sense. They think you're stupid. Use your common sense. When you word it like that, you got to vote guilty. Use your common sense. Jeez.
Because you personally have now been put down.
Well, you guys have been put down. You've been made fun of. Use your common sense. The TV repairman, the TV joke, it's not mentioning TV, all surrounding. What is it surrounding, guys? Show them how smart you are, Tallahassee. And then go ahead and put a picture up with, a horrible autopsy photo. Sit there and look at it. That's what I'm talking. Take it serious. Like, dude, that jury, and we had a jury consultant that had a team. That was like the best that you can get, like the best that you can get. It cost a fortune. It cost a fortune because we can give you our best shot of getting out of here. I didn't say the chance. I mean, I don't want to say what I should have done, but like on the phone, I'm not saying it, but I didn't stand a chance out there. There was no chance to be had. There wasn't.
I truly thought there was on Sunday night.
You thought
on Monday morning. Of course I did. Our conversation on Sunday?
I think with a fair jury, without the shit that she lied about and manipulated and twisted and closed it.
Until that point, I 1,000% thought that it was going to go in the opposite direction. Our conversation on Sunday, Monday morning, I dropped Roman off at school and I felt so good. I honestly, I felt relief. And that is that's big.
I felt like I got off a great start on Friday, going into the weekend. Dan said things closing.
Yeah.
Closing. Dude, her closing was a Dateline special. For you folks from Tallahassee, it's pretty smart. It was basically as Wendi smarter than you guys with their little code talk. There is no code talking. There is none. TV has nothing to do with code of any kind. Oh, why doesn't she just say 5,000? Well, I said 5,000. I don't know why the fuck she's saying the TV. I mean, sometimes you'll say something because there's other people around you. You don't want them to hear what you're saying or know what you're talking about.
Other people, like your sister's book, you used your mother's comment, and all to get to you. And that is completely unfair and unjust, to be honest. They painted this, and you sat there and you spoke on everything. You sat there, you told the truth. You answered every question. You had an explanation for every, and you shut her down multiple times. It's just completely, I've watched everything, Charlie. And so when we spoke on Sunday, I literally was like, there is no doubt in my mind. No doubt. And there wasn't.
Worst case scenario, hung jury. Like, I sat up there, I answered direct questions. He asked me the questions, I'm giving the answer. He got an answer for everything. Okay. Well, you don't have an answer for everything. What you have is TV, and you got Wendy's book, and you got Don's emails, and you got talking about birthday presents. Yeah, my dad's about to turn 70. So I was going to erase this text. I don't even know if she meant that to me. I didn't even erase the text. I didn't think it was important. I don't know why she told me to erase the text. So, I didn't even erase the text.
Probably because your mom's older and we're trying to plan a surprise party. Delete your text. Because it's insane for Ronan's birthday.
My mom sent me to erase the text. No, I didn't even delete it. It was never deleted. So you're jumping from one thing to the next, and it's like, oh, they must be talking code. They must be, no, my dad's birthday party's coming up, and I think the caterer. What's the, but everything is pulled and twisted, and it's like, instead of talking about the facts,
hidden mystery. We figured this out.
People from South, she's like, you're arrogant. You think you're untouchable. You're giving those words that, yeah. Yeah, it's easy to say the good-looking doctor is arrogant. Why is he arrogant? I'm not arrogant. I'm sitting there, my mouth shut, take things out of context, and then they cut and paste all these different lines from transcripts, and I'm like, but they're not set in a moment. It's something consistent. It's got context to it. You take any sentence out, it has no context.
I like
you can't, if you're taking any sentence out, it's like, is he joking around? Is he being sarcastic? Is he talking carefully? Is he, is there a reason why he's saying that? There's context to everything you say.
Yeah.
It's like saying, I'm going to kill myself if my car doesn't start tomorrow. I got to be at work at a certain time. Okay.
No, this person is immediately suicidal and needs to be locked up.
Yeah. Did you just say you're going to kill yourself? You didn't make her. How many times did you say you can kill yourself? No, she was just saying it related to the car not starting. It has to be at a certain time.
Yeah.
But you take it out of the line. Everything has context to it. What is the context and what does it say?
And you explained it all. And I guess now seeing it, I guess you didn't see the chance. But I truly felt even Monday, I felt that you did. That's why honestly, I can't believe it.
I'm in shock. I'm in shock, and the consequences couldn't be it's really setting in what the consequences are.
Yeah, you didn't get just a slap on the hand, Charlie. You're dealing with the worst case scenario, and I can't.
What is they're going to give me? What, life plus 30 years? I guess, right? That's what the other people got. Life plus 30 years. Holy shit! You're putting up fucking emails and text messages, context, while you're taking my life away. I've never seen it, and then saying, well, you don't have to believe the witnesses. Well, who the fuck else are you going to believe in the case? We've got emails. It should be against the law on a first-degree murder case to be showing somebody else's emails that are so inflammatory that you're going to fucking hate me because of them.
Well,
right.
Not hate you. Dan was right. He looked at the jury and he said, you don't have to like him. You could think he didn't even say this. And I'm like, but in my eyes, you can think he's arrogant. You can think he's a playboy. You can think he's all these things. You know what I mean? But what you have right in front of you is it enough to put someone away for the rest of their life? To lose
Especially when you don't believe the witnesses. You don't believe the witnesses. You don't have to believe the witnesses. Look at Donna's emails. Look at Wendy's book. Look at this code talk. Like,
right.
That doesn't, like, I mean, if you take, like, all the lies she was talking about, look, even his best friend. Well, you quoted someone who I didn't even know in 14 as his best friend. Like, if you take out all that shit, and then you want to go ahead and say, like, you know, he said, I'm going to go call the cops, but he never called the cops. Like,
or I'm going to put the FBI on you.
Or, like, I mean, that's proof. That's proof. You don't have one reliable witness, but that's proof.
No,
and then she, like, sends jury instructions for, like, you know, like, if you reasonable doubt doesn't mean there's no way possible. It just means, you know, more like basically, like, more likely than not, you feel the person's guilty. Well, okay. Like, it's, you know, I understand that it's not an everyday story. It's not an everyday event. But
it's what happened to you. And look at on top of what's already happened to you.
It's not even a he said, she said. It's like, look at Donna's emails. Look at this. She changed the kid's name. Dude, they even said that the only reason that Wendy left the Markel's children see their grandchildren, see their grandparents, is because my trial was coming up and it wasn't going to look very good for her. She didn't allow them to see their grandparents. She changed their last name. She erased them from their lives. Like, there was reasons for everything. None of which was to be the victim. Like, just holy shit. All that, what do you call it, exculpatory evidence? Is that what you call
it? Yeah.
I don't know if I'm make sure I'm using the right term. May not be, but like all that, like circumstantial, indirect, email, TV, code talk is like what they based it on. Slam dunk. Slam dunk. They don't even have to go back there and deliberate. They know what's going on. This bitch from Miami thinks she's so smart. She took a big shit on you with her book and laughed all the way to Miami. Made her millions. That's basically Georgia Cal. Like, no. Why else do you think she's asking what does free do for Dave and how old is she? Like, what the f does that have to do with this trial? Just trying to paint a picture. They don't have to prove a case. They just have to paint a picture. And here's the difference too. It's one thing not to like somebody, but it's another thing to make you think that person doesn't like you.
Right.
So she didn't just try to.
No, she didn't try to say this is why we should feel this way about you. We said this is how this family feels about you.
Yeah, this is what the family thinks of you, Tallahassee people.
Yeah.
That was the approach. This is what they did to you, Tallahassee, on the way to Miami. Like, you don't know what happened. You know, and I can tell you, I knew this was going to be a sham a long time ago. Like a long, long time ago, I knew this was going to be a sham, and I should have done something about it instead of just sitting here thinking that I was oh, it'll be okay. Dude, our case, Dan said, couldn't have come in any better. Because if he was told that the case was going to develop and, you know, his questioning and everything was going to come in the way it did, he was very pleased. But the truth is, if Kaplan's going to tell a bunch of lies and then tell everybody, whatever I say in closing, you don't take as truth of the matter. You got to rely on what you heard during your testimony. Don't rely on anything either the defense or the prosecution says during closing arguments. That's horseshit. The people aren't going to close their ears. That's the most captive audience right before the first 2 hours of the morning, right before on the day of the deciding night. what do you think? Sitting there going, capitalist said it, but I didn't hear the questioning, so I'll disregard what I just thought.
You know what I want to do? I want to send Ryan back, I don't want to say anything, words. I want to send him back the receipt.
No, that's do nothing, free. Trust me. I'm giving you the best advice I can give you. Do nothing, please.
All right. No.
Because I'll tell you something, I am going to have lawyers get the checks that he did the fraud with, and I'm going to have them take it up legally with him. So don't even start pitching. Not getting in a pitching contest with them. He's a pretty addictive guy.
Just the audacity to have it to even try to even message me is disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he feels like a piece of shit because he knows he makes me look like a piece of shit on TV.
No, I think his actual message, if I can read between the lines, it wasn't, "Hey, how are you in Roman?" It was, "What's up, dude? How are you holding up?"
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's having fun with it.
What's up? How are you holding up?
Well, when he is trying, there's only one more person out there trying to cause a problem. I would ignore it. Trust me.
I will not say anything.
Yeah, don't say anything that. Oh. Please don't.
No.
Don't fire him up. He's going to be bad enough when he gets arrested.
Yeah, that's true.
Like he did institutional fraud and embezzlement. I think the attorneys will have more fun with him than you will.
I promise I will not say anything at all. He knows that I've read it, I think, because I have to approve messages from people I don't follow. And actually, a lot of these messages are actually very nice in your favor. So I've been reading them. They're nice to read.
So just don't respond to him whenever you do.
So you want to know Tim's humor? Yeah. Tim's actually calling now. I'll call him back. When I showed up last night, obviously I texted my mom. Rowan was already with them, and then that's when I got the text from her mom saying the verdict. So I was literally had keys in my hand, ready to go to, because I didn't think we were going to get a verdict at all yesterday. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go get Rowan, I'll bring it back home, and then I'll focus on it the next day. So when I got that text from her mom, I was like, shoot, okay, so put it on live again. And so when I showed up at Tim's house, he was like, hey, want a glass of wine, want something? Honestly, I was sick to my stomach, and I said no. And he was like, well, can you do me a favor? So I showed up, and he was trying to get me to, he needed to pour a glass of wine over me. And he had in his account, he bought a single bullet bourbon.
Fine.
And he has been checking in. He took Roman this morning. I had woken up. My mom woke up with him, and I woke up I slept in for about another hour and a half, went downstairs. My mom left. That's when I was on the phone with you, and when Tim came downstairs and he was awake. And then after we got off the phone, Tim took Ro to Krispy Kreme to get donuts for breakfast.
Oh, nice.
And they both came in wearing Krispy Kreme hats. And he has a little Krispy Kreme hat, and Tim has been so supportive, so nice, so sweet. And I didn't say that to upset you. I just meant that Roman is good. I was saying this happened because he has no clue. Okay.
Holy shit. God, I'm gonna miss out on so much.
Tim literally cried to me about what's going on with you.
You don't understand, dude. You don't understand what I lost.
I know.
Dude, I can't even believe it.
I know.
You guys have no idea, dude.
I know.
It's literally like I'm with a bunch of fucking animals in there. Dude, it's not even, it's mental fucking torture. I asked one of the officers at the DOC, you guys have contact visits, and he was like, I don't know. He's like, we kind of changed everything after COVID. They may not even have contact visits. It may just be a sheeted glass in the phone.
No, no. At some point, you're going to be able to have contact visits. That's not the thing.
It should. It depends on the facility you're at.
Okay, but they can't forever just say no contact. No, Charlie, that's going to happen. Okay?
I don't fucking
You're
know.
going to be able to.
I just know it's mental torture. It's mental torture. Like, I can't imagine not being out in the real world. I mean, like, literally, like, you don't understand what
Stay strong.
it's not that, dude. I didn't just have a life. I had a fucking amazing life on the outside.
I know you did. I know you did. Okay? And
Locked in a homeless shelter with a bunch of animals. Picture that. Like, that's the equivalent of, like,
what you're going through. I know.
and they're coming to give people all the same charges. They're going to put you with all lifers. Not to mention, dude, it's beyond dangerous because these people have nothing to lose if they kill somebody. They just turn them to they can't punish them anymore. They're already in prison. What are you going to do? Put them in lockdown for a year? Like, dude, they're standing all the time in these bushes. And people don't even press charges because, like, if you press charges, you're going to get stabbed again by somebody else.
I need you to do what you need to do to stay part of our life.
I'm trying. I can't imagine living life locked in a box, watching everything happen around you. Like, it doesn't seem real. It doesn't fucking seem real. Like, okay, when I get sent to camp, the first thing they do is strip you naked and shake your head. I mean, look, I'm at a stage.
I know I can say this. This doesn't seem like real life, but we're only being honest with you. Sorry, mommy's upset. We miss Daddy very much, right?
No crime.
I know. I'm trying. And I do love that son. Okay, let's finish talking to Daddy and then Mommy will do it, okay? All right, baby? All right. Would you like to finish? No, go on. Would you like some ice water? Yes? No? No, thank you? Okay.
Yeah, I can't even conceptualize, like, this is reality. My parents are not, I'm just telling you, like, my parents are not taking this well. I can tell you that much.
I haven't spoken to them on the phone, and I can understand why. I've tried to call, but I can understand why your mom is not wanting to talk.
I don't know if anyone, like, I know they have a word over this more.
Can you say anything to me about if we are worried about?
I don't know anything about that, but I'm just saying, like, I'm worried about my dad's health.
I'm worried about both of their health.
Yeah, my dad's going to be 80 years old this summer.
Yeah.
Like, pretty. I mean, I think there was that time with my dad. More than likely, there was that time with my dad for 3 minutes. I mean, it's very possibly there was a time with Roman for 3 minutes again. I'll see him in prison.
Charlie, don't let those. Okay, you're grouping thoughts. Please, just for the sake of getting through every day, that is the focus. Getting through every day. Okay.
Yeah,
you have it here.
I know I'm going to walk from now. I'm going to be tempted. I'm probably going to I could on the fucking book. So, I mean, that very well could be that birthday the day after his birthday.
But you know that you will always be a part of his life.
Great, I know, but I'm just telling you, like, I'm going to be strong, but there may come a time in life where I just want to tap out. I'm just telling you, like, there's a point at which.
No, you're not going to tap out. There's no tapping out.
I can't really understand right now. I'm fine. I'm not doing anything. I'm just saying, like, I can't imagine living fucking 40 years in a cage. Like, kills me. It kills me. And my parents, literally, my dad drives every time he calls me. Holy shit. I can't believe it's real. Like, I literally was thinking, even though I went away on Sunday, thinking it was like,
I know.
Like, hearing all these positive things. And, like, I came in Monday and I saw a Dateline special which she prepared for court. A book from Wendi and quotes from Wendi and, like, quotes from Ryan and.
The rug was totally just ripped out from underneath your feet.
Oh, I saw this and I said to Katie, this is not good. They put the autopsy photos up 2 or 3 times each time for like 7 or 8 minutes. Like, it's horrible. Like, it's literally lies and playing with people's emotions and making them think these people think they're better than you, Tallahassee. You show that. Well, that's not what the case is about. And I didn't write my mom's emails, and none of those things were done. It was just saying, like,
you didn't write the book either.
I didn't write the book either. And I didn't write those text messages. You know, it's like, oh, you sent her a kissy face. Like, okay, I sent an emoji. Like, thanks. Love you. You're the best. Like, it's not like I'm mad.
And we understand why you were doing that now. That goes without question. You've explained all of that.
And I was dating her 4 or 5 months after. Like, no, I broke up with her that week. That week, we were done.
The fact is that you've explained why you were doing that, and that just has not gone further than that.
I wasn't writing poetry to her, you know, and I was completely sarcastic when I said, oh, I got him a gift, but afterwards it was the weed I gotten her from weeks earlier, and I didn't want him to think I was hooking up with her, so I was like, well, if you want, just say it was from me. I just didn't want the guy to come kill me just because I'm hooking up with him and giving him weed. It was clearly a gift for her. I never got him a birthday present.
I know you. And if you know you personally, it's easy to understand the things that you say and say, like, oh, yeah, I mean.
On one of the wires, I was joking around. Her kid had a toothache. And I was like, why don't you just blow some weed in his face? And I'm like, no, don't do that. But I was kidding around. Like, no, I'm not a doctor telling people to blow weed in your kid's face. Like, I just said it. I thought it was funny. Like, but I said it. So I must be telling her to blow weed in his face. Like,
we didn't hear about that through the trial, did we?
Yeah, that was on one of the wires. Her kid had a toothache. I called it an option on the forum.
Oh, I missed that. Oh, but okay. I mean, like, okay, bad joke. Yeah, you make bad jokes. That's already been clarified multiple times.
Like, I did say, like, hey, if you won't calm down, just blow some weed in his face. He's like, who are you? I'm like, I'm just kidding around. But, like, I kid around about everything. You know, but you want to get a contact, sure, don't have to blow weed in your kid's face. Like, holy shit. It was literally cut and paste time. Cut and paste, no contact. Like, you know, when they said if you had any evidence, we'd be on the way to the airport right now. Like, we're innocent. They're not going to have any evidence to show we were part of something. If it's the police, great, but we're not running to the airport. That's exactly what I meant by it.
Someone came to me tomorrow and said, I know that you did this. And I'd be like, well, if they had evidence, I'd be on my way to the airport.
Yeah.
It's literally that.
I know I can do it. And by the way, I'm not running to the airport. Also, there's no reason for me to run, and I didn't. Like,
Charlie,
you know, I have to do with it. You weren't going to have evidence to show I did, and I'm not running to the airport. Like, I didn't realize it was being recorded, and I had to be so. Even how it sounds, it doesn't sound bad. The bad part is you missed the entire anything that was being said before for some reason. That was the first thing you heard. So it was like, what the f-? You know, like, yeah, and like everything on those TV there, like I explained to her what I meant when I said it, why I said it the way I said it. Like perfect explanation. Perfect explanation. Like, you know, they didn't mention my name. They didn't know what happened to me. They only know part of the story, or they think they know part of the story. Like they only know part of the story, but they think that's the story, but they don't really know what happened. Like that's why I said it exactly like that. Then the next part where I'm like, any, you know, did any?
Is that on your door?
Money because she told me she didn't take any money. And I'm like, it's not like you're driving around in a Bentley, you're cruising around in a yacht because you're saying like you're broke, like you're not, you have no money. Like he must have said that I was like, he meaning him or said something to him that I was helping you out. Otherwise, like you didn't have anything to do with this. Like that thing proves my innocence. It proves my innocence, and you chopped it up, took sentences out, and like when I said that I'm involved, but I mean I'm not involved. I'm not involved in a fucking murder. Like I'm involved in what happened to me. Like so that's why
You're
I said
involved in the communication after what happened to you. Obviously, that cannot be arguments. Yes.
But it's like everything I said, like I know why I said it, and I gave an explanation for it. She just cut it out, and he's like, "You're not talking very correctly, are you?" I said, "No, I'm talking carefully." It was very reasonable. I was talking carefully.
Right.
You know, if I didn't, I would have gotten no help.
I know.
It's like, holy shit. Like that, you know, and then when Dan stands up there and goes like, you can't believe this person. She's like, you don't have to believe that person. Look at Donna's emails. Yeah, look at Donna's emails. Like, makes her look crazy. Makes her look crazy. And Wendi looked like a smarty ass bitch who thinks she's too good for television.
Mm-hmm. And with those two together, what did that have to do with you?
What does it have to do with me? It's a good question. What does any of this fucking have to do with me?
I know.
But like,
I know. They can make it look however certain way they want to about those two others. But the fact that they brought those two others and all of that and their interpretation of all of that and their picture painting of all of that, literally at the very end of the day, still had nothing to do with you.
nothing. Nothing. But they got an Adelson up here. This was the Adelson trial. You should hear the fucking radio.
You said it correctly. You could have had your dog up there, and it still would have been the same.
They would have convicted my dog. This was their like, Super Bowl. This was their payback. This was their like. There's a reason they didn't arrest me for 15 years.
Or question you. Not even
like,
just do something. They didn't even try to contact you. Right? I mean, like, that wasn't
no,
the only
I mean,
thing
listen,
undercover FBI thing. I mean, it's not.
FBI guy. I mean, I can only talk about so much, but the undercover FBI guy was a King game member, storing up the money. Like, there's a reason they got the reaction they got. Like, holy shit. How happy you got justice. No, you had Kappelman telling everybody what my best friend Ryan Fitzpatrick said. I said, guys might have one text message with in 2014, and they know that. They know that. It's just lying. Hey, it explains why I reacted the way I did on the stand. We were very close friends, and we had a falling out before they had their falling. And she just rehabilitated him as a witness. Yeah, so whatever you do, don't write him anything. I'm gonna have
I told you.
I'm gonna have some lawyers take care of some stuff and go to the bank and pull.
I'm not going to say a word, but if they need the text from me, I've got it. Or not text.
Yeah.
DM.
What do you say? Hey, Bree, how are you hanging in there?
word for word. It said, hold on, Fitzpatrick, and that's that. 11:46. Have not said anything back. I do not follow him. I know that whenever you accept a message, and so I think he can see that I've seen it. But I promise not to. I mean, there's so many thoughts in my mind of things to say. Totally.
Don't, because when the attorneys follow through with everything, he'll know what happened. That's all I can say.
Stupidity on his part, honestly. I don't think he could. I don't even know what a response he would think he would be given.
No. He's just looking to fuck with you.
Yeah, trust me, I'm not that stupid. And I promise you, I mean, my first reaction was to send a photo of the receipt. That I still have.
Because he'll know if he got you, and then you can start communicating more and more.
Yeah,
I mean, do that.
not worth mental. Yeah.
You go screenshot it and send it to Selma and go, what a piece of shit.
Yeah. Wait, send it to who?
Selma and go, what a piece of shit.
Oh, we already did. Look at it, you're right. Yeah.
Have you talked to Selma?
She hasn't responded in an hour. So she texted me about a few hours ago, asked me how we were, and then responded back, and I was like, well, LOL. I mean, how do you expect me to respond? You know, very sad and focusing on women. And she sent a heart, and then she then texted me back again. She said, hey, when can you speak on the phone? And I said, give me a couple days. And I then sent her the receipt and said, so it was actually really funny to use that because literally word for word is what I said.
Yeah, you can do that, but they'll,
I'm not going to go in towards, anyone. There's only been one person. She claims to be some, attorney and chef, and, she is non-stop. When I was literally.
These people will pretend to totally be on their side for the sole purpose of getting
Oh, no, this person has just been totally against. I mean, literally every 20 minutes sending, just messages. And I said, and then she called me, said that I, poor and uneducated. And I said, well, so I did respond. And I said, well, actually, I have an investigator, which I do, here in Raleigh. They're going to find out who you are directly. And through the attorneys that I work with, it's very legal. And so I was basically saying, I'm poor and uneducated. And then I said, as an attorney, I feel like they would have better things to do than sit here and try to troll a 5-year-old innocent child online at night. What do you do? It says on her thing that she's an attorney. And I know of her because June and I have stayed in contact. I mean, June, even after the verdict, June texted me and we talked via WhatsApp, and she said, I hope you're okay.
Yeah.
And then she responded to a little screenshot of me holding my hand and a sad face. June she's very sweet, She's not that bright. She's very sweet.
She's not bright, but she doesn't have a meat bone. She's not bright at all, but she doesn't have a meat bone in her body. She's no, she's not mean. That's one thing I can say.
She's not mean. Definitely. And another thing with her and I, following each other on Instagram and, having this friendly thing has just set off a whole, so, I even jokingly commented on, one of her, posts. We have I'm thinking of so many podcast names. And, so via text, we're we should start a podcast, Charlie's Angels. I mean, obviously joking, but I mean, she's a very sweet girl. And she's genuinely, so anyways, this one girl that I posted this messaging.
She's not doing that.
Oh, no, I contacted June.
Okay.
I contacted June.
She must have been happy that you contacted her.
She felt relief. She felt it is not in like she contacted me and I should be like on the worries of like how this is gonna. No, I contacted her. And after her testimony and seeing things and our names being tagged together, I did not like the online like bullying. And that is, I told your mom this, and I felt it for her because she was being attacked. She was being, her looks, and they were going in. And I felt really bad. I contacted her, and she said that, yes, well, she's very insecure. She's gorgeous. She does not need to feel insecure, okay? And yes, she obviously cares about you. She's still in love with you. And that's, I think us talking through, we didn't really talk about, past stuff, but we've pretty much both apologized for things, And when I say things, I meant like we literally just said like thanks, but this is someone, ultimately, Charlie is someone we both care about. This is the father of my son. We still care about it. Okay? And it's just, I don't know. Honestly, on Sunday, if you were to get home and you're like, I'm getting back together with Jim, I would have been like, great. Honestly. Well, no, I know that. I'd never made a comment about that. Obviously, I know you want to, you need, when you do get back home, you want to be by yourself. So, I'm just speaking out what our conversation was. She's a very sweet girl, and she has been genuinely supportive emotionally.
She really doesn't have any ego. Like, doesn't have a big dog. She really doesn't have many friends. She had that one girl, Gia, that she was friends with. But, well,
this one girl, Comedy, she has this username, weird username. And this is the girl that was sending me like multiple messages. And June had previously sent me a screenshot of her messages saying like, oh, well, a supportive message before her testimony saying, you are beautiful. You are not under the Adelson's string anymore. You're going to do great. Like it's like supportive like message on her Instagram. And then after her testimony, she then sent a message or posted a message that was like, oh, is Bree gonna, I wonder if, Bree has named June as Roman's godmother. We both honestly kind of laughed at that. It was actually kind of funny. And, and I was like, honestly, like we've literally just been laughing at these people and kind of going back and forth. And then today with just all of these messages from that one person, this person claims to know June when she was little. And so then I went to her profile and it said attorney. And then so I did respond. And I was like, you know what, as an attorney, I think you're pretty good. And I just let her have it with like a little paragraph. And then she just now responded as we're on the phone saying, you know what, all I care about is the kids. And I'm sorry if I offended you. I'm sorry if I said anything out of line. That was literally her. Like, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Complete moron. Ryan's an idiot. I know one of my stories, who's your friend, oh my God, what's his name? Oh my God, the guy, he doesn't have his name as the thing. He sent a like to my photo of me holding Roman's hand.
Yeah.
The other dentist in Fort Lauderdale. Or no, he's practiced.
John Cook.
John Cook. Yes. He liked the photo. He sent a heart on the photo of me and Roman holding hands. Again, I don't follow him anymore, but apparently he follows me.
Tell Charlie to hi.
I'll say him if you want. I mean, honestly, I don't follow him anymore, but I did notice, he saw it and he put like a heart on it. And it was literally just me and Roman holding hands. And I posted that this morning. And it was a story. It disappears in 24 hours. It wasn't like a main post. It's going to be there forever. I have 0 posts that are on there forever. I've archived everything on my Instagram.
Send Cook a message, tell him to hi.
Okay.
Ready? I like things for a little bit. And then I can call you back. You can be up for a while.
I'm going to be up for, like, I don't sleep. I know you don't sleep. I don't sleep. Okay? And I'm not saying with everything that's going on, I literally don't sleep because your child doesn't allow me to sleep because he is dictating on me every night. And he,
They leave the lights on 24/7. So, you know, got blood on the walls, shit on the walls, shit on the ceiling.
they don't give you cleaning stuff so that you can actually clean it off yourself, or do they come in and clean it?
Species on the ceiling. Splatter all over the ceiling. Blood all over the wall. That was horrible.
The shit that you're like, literally, I mean, shit that you're breathing in right now. Roman is falling asleep in my lap. And I have one email to send because I do have work tomorrow. And then, no, I'm going to be up for a while. So please call me if you, again, I told you, I'm going to keep my phone on loud. No matter what time you want to call me, I'm going to answer. Okay?
Yeah, I'm going to give my folks a call for a minute to check in with them.
All right. And then we could talk about anything you want. You want me to read the news of Bravo Entertainment? Anything you need. Anything. Just to get. Do you want me to send a message to John Cook?
Yeah, tell me what's up.
I'm not going to say what's up because Ryan Fitzpatrick just said that to me and I hate him.
Yeah, just tell Charlie to hi.
Okay. I'll do that right now. Okay. Call your parents. Okay. And I'll speak to your parents please soon. I know your mom doesn't want to talk on the phone, but I've been sending text messages. I told you I would make sure your parents are okay. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
All right. I love you. All right.